Welcome back to our channel, where we create content for student help and share educational tips. Today's topic is 6 activities that can help teachers and parents teach historical perspectives to students. Understanding historical perspective is essential for developing critical thinking, empathy, and cultural awareness. By learning how different people in different times interpreted events based on their context, values, and biases, students can better appreciate the complexities of history and apply these insights to contemporary issues. Activity 1. Primary source analysis. One way to explore historical perspectives is by examining primary sources such as diaries, letters, maps, photos, or artifacts. Encourage students to ask questions about who created the source, when, where, why. What messages or themes emerge from the source? How might different people interpret it differently? Activity 2. Point of view comparison. Another way is by comparing multiple accounts of the same event from different points of view. For example, read a news report from one country's media outlet about an international crisis, and then compare it with another country's report or alternative media sources. Ask students what words or images are used to frame the story, whose interests might be served by this framing. Activity 3. Role-playing simulation. A third way is by having students role-play as historical figures or groups with conflicting perspectives. For instance, organize a debate between abolitionists and pro-slavery advocates before the Civil War, or have students act out a scenario involving Native Americans negotiating with European settlers over land rights in colonial America. Activity 4. Cause and effect charting. A fourth way is by creating cause and effect charts that show how events contributed to each other through time, but also how they affected various groups differently. Have students identify key events related to a particular theme. Example, Industrial Revolution, and map out how they impacted economic, social, political, or environmental changes. Ask students to brainstorm how they might change the chart if they looked at it from different perspectives. Activity 5. Culture mapping connection. A fifth way is by exploring how cultural values and norms shaped historical outcomes. Students can create culture maps that show what people in a particular time and place believed about issues, such as family, gender, religion, or power relations. For example, compare how medieval European society viewed the role of women with how Islamic civilization did so during the same period. Activity 6. Future predicting analysis. A sixth way is by projecting potential futures based on alternative pasts. Students can analyze counterfactual scenarios that ask what might have happened if key events had turned out differently. What if Hitler had been accepted into art school, and predict their consequences for later periods. For example, would World War II still have occurred? Would Europe be different today? So those were 6 activities for teaching historical perspective that you can use in your classroom or home setting. By using a variety of approaches like primary source analysis, point of view comparison, role-playing simulation, cause and effect charting, culture mapping connection, and future predicting analysis, you will help students develop critical thinking skills while also building empathy towards people who lived in different times current one. That's it. If you like this video, give a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.